The door, I always use that emphasis. Somebody knocking on the door, I don't want to talk to that person. Go and tell them I'm not in. You just taught the guy how to lie. So when he becomes a teenager, you're wondering why he now took it to the next level. Became a better liar. Because the aim, when Jesus was living, he said, greater works than this you will do, because I'm going to my Father. So if you pass on lie to the next generation, greater works than that they shall do. So we have to, when you dwell in the presence of God, you do the things that please God. Because he's the one controlling everything that we do. You remember in that John 8:31, after Jesus said, continue my word, then you are my disciples indeed. You prove it by doing what is in line with the word. Then he said, and you will know the truth. So you can't know what you are not studying. You can't know what you are not going to. You can't base all your knowledge of the word on what you hear on Sunday in a church. You have to develop a life of staying in the presence, dwelling in the presence of God for yourself. Why am I doing the course I'm doing? Why is it that I'm doing so well? I had first class, the next thing I did, I'm doing well, everybody likes me. But why am I not happy inside? Why don't you go into the presence of God and let God begin to speak to your spirit? So this is to encourage us, because the theme is living in the purpose and presence of God. Everything else we do is not necessary if we are not dwelling in his presence and also knowing what his purpose is for our life. The purpose of God for everybody here is, in the big picture, the same. God desires that our life glorifies him. But it's so wonderful, he made it unique. So I can't copy and paste, or you can't copy and paste my life into yours and say you want to be like me, and so you will do everything my way. You don't know what I do when I'm at home. You don't know how I do it. So you can't copy and paste someone else. These days people are quick to have role models. And you're always wondering, what are those people modeling? People don't ask that question. Just follow them because they are famous. It doesn't matter how much of a liar that person is and how much of a dangerous geezer the person is. Once it's popular, somebody is bound to make him a role model. But if it's not popular, he may never have one. We have to be careful. When you're dwelling in the presence of God, you begin to see things the way God sees it. You begin to know things the way God knows it. Even when your flesh is different from that spirit, as you dwell in his presence more and more, you begin to be less of flesh and more of the spirit. For as many as are led by the Spirit, they are the sons of God. So we need the word of God in order to live in his presence. And his presence is always with us. God is everywhere. Even if you are in the midst of people who seem to hate you, remember that you are of the Spirit, especially if you are born again. You are of the Spirit. You have Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, and you have the Holy Spirit. He left us with the Comforter who will guide us into all truth. So which means the Holy Spirit knows where you are compared to the next person. Don't belittle yourself because that person is the same age, you went to the same unit, same time, but he seems to be doing so well, in whatever he does. Mind your own journey.